Okay, so thanks to someone that commented on my earlier YouTube video about the Greeves. I'm going to fit some folding footrests. At the moment, I've got I think the original fixed ones. Only this looks original, although the footrests themselves have been either repaired or modified, I think, over the years. But that one looks as if it's bent back slightly. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can just take off the whole assembly and work out a way of attaching these folding ones that I've bought off eBay. So these both come with a with a bracket, which is pretty substantial. It's going to be at least 5mm. So if I can just get the whole thing off, work out where the footrests currently are, make some kind of template probably, and then just cut these off and weld these back on. Okay, so I've taken the two bolts out that hold the footrest on. Also holds the brake pedal. So that's come off. Now I need to take the brake mechanism off. Okay. It's a pretty crude arrangement, really, just running steel on steel in these bearings, but there again, there's not a lot of right wear. Very intermittent use. You can see the wear on that one. It's a distinct groove, but yeah, it's not a big deal really. Okay, so here's the footrest assembly. I've realised that the reason, looking at it from the rear, this is the rear side, so right hand footrest, left hand footrest. The reason this one comes up so quickly is that the chain isn't here. The chain runs here. So on this left hand side it comes horizontal before it kicks up. So I need to be careful about that. So yeah, so on this side I think simply cutting off the rod pretty much here and welding that on should be fine. But on the other side, because this wants to be over here somewhere, that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to work out some way of getting this to come up faster, if you know what I mean, the tighter bend, and then back to horizontal, or somewhere near horizontal, so that I can weld it to this. Slightly trickier. I'm going to have to get it hot, I think. Yeah, there's definite witness marks here where the chain has been running on there, which it doesn't normally do unless it's very loose. So that's interesting, but not nothing to worry about, I don't think. Okay, I'm going to try the easy side first, which I think is going to be this one. So I'm just going to cut this off. Seems a bit drastic and worrying, but never mind. Very substantial bit of bar. Yeah, 3/4. Okay, so far from ideal, but the only way I'm going to drill our 3/4 inch hole, which is about 20mm, is to use this, I think, which is from Aldi, I think. And probably the worst idea, but still. I'm actually just mark this, so I want to go up to this black line and not past it. So assuming it cuts at all, we'll give this a go. Still, as I say, I'm really impressed with that. Even if it had only worked for this one job, it would have been worthwhile because they're pretty cheap. can't remember how much this was, but it came as a set of 3. It's the first time I've used them. So it's obviously got some kind of coating on it. It looks pretty good. Looks no obvious damage or wear, so cool. Just file the zinc off. Okay, so that's the right angle. Okay, so I'm pretty much set up, I think. Just checking the settings. I'm well over 3 mil, so I'm on the maximum on this machine. It's 0.8mm wire, so yeah, wire speed 7, which is what it's already. So yeah, give it a go. The trouble is, of course, the thick bar is taking all the heat away. Not looking too bad. Just see what I can do on this side. Out of interest, I'm using this flux cord wire from Lidl, which is good value for money, certainly. But yeah, 0.8mm. So it reckons it's gas free, but I'm actually using CO2 anyway. I did try without when I was doing the seat on the Greeves, and it seemed to splatter a lot. And it kind of worked, but I think there's a lot of splatter and a general mess. With the gas on and the same flux cord wire, it's still so it seems slightly better. So that's what I've used here. But yeah, we'll see if it holds up. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. Okay, so that's cleaned up now, and yeah, I'm relatively pleased with it. I think there's loads of weld on it, but it's nicely tapered pretty much after a bit of grinding. I think I don't think it's going to drop off anytime soon. And now it's cleaned up. I think the footrest should fit. So this footrest has a little tube. I'm leaving the spring off for the time being. And a bolt. So yeah, it folds and folds back. So it's pretty solid because it's catching on as it's designed to. This bit rests on the back of the bracket. The bracket, this piece, needs to be about there. So yeah, what I'm thinking at the moment is I'll bend this up, maybe even break this in the process, but bend this up to 90 degrees and then stick that on the end somehow. Okay, so after some pretty serious pounding with a hammer, bent up more than it was. In fact, the whole thing is bent up slightly, I think. This section is bent up slightly. Most of the bend is here, which is where I wanted it to be. But I just couldn't get it hot enough. But it might be okay. A quick test fit. I'll just loosely put the whole fabrication back on, and this right-hand footrest, and it's not too bad. I mean, the spring isn't in at the minute, but yeah, I mean there's a slight stiff spot there, which I think is in the side plates rather than the end. But yeah, I mean that's good. That tucks in further than I was expecting it to. It looks to be in about the right place. The angle is slightly forward, which wasn't what I intended, but not too bad. So I'll look around the other side. Yeah, this bent part of the footrest support that I've managed to bend out the way, or bend up slightly, and it is indeed vertical now, relative to the frame. So my plan was to try and stick that there. The brake pedal, where's the brake pedal going to be? So yeah, the brake pedal's there. So if this footrest is about there, I think that's okay. Okay, so again, take the zinc painting off. Okay, so then it's about lined up. I just put a tack in along here. I'll be able to keep it in place for the time being. Okay, with a bit of fettling. Doesn't look too bad. So this is the first side I did. Reasonably okay, and this one, yeah, it's blended in quite well. The bracket, I've basically filled in the gap between the round 3/4 bar and the flat bracket, so it's all sort of blended in. Yeah, try on the bike and check it's all okay. Yeah, just a test fit back on the bike, and it's not looking too bad. This side is as before, of course. Around this side, yeah, again it tucks in reasonably neatly, I think. Well away from the chain as before, so yeah, I guess I'll rub on that if the chain gets loose, but should be right normally. Okay, so this now has some primer on it and at least 4 coats of the blue, and doesn't look too bad. Pleased with that. The mounts for the footrests are pretty secure, I think. Okay, so this is going back together okay, except that this brake lever doesn't fit, or at least it fits, but it's catching on this reinforcement plate here. So I'm not sure whether this is original or not. I kind of suspect it isn't. But yeah, it's rubbing on there. So obviously in bending this 3/4 bar, it's dragged that up slightly. So I'm just going to bend it down. Shouldn't be a big issue, I don't think. So yeah, trusty adjustable wrench. certainly moved. Yeah, that's better. It's clearing the brake pedal now. Good. Okay, all done. Yeah, it's not too bad. The blue I used actually seems quite a good match. Better than I thought it was. I thought it was too light, but it's actually come out pretty well. I'm sure there must be an official answer for matching the original more than blue, but so it's pretty good, especially low down on the bike. You can't really see it under normal circumstances. The rest of it could do with a respray anyway. I've actually resprayed it twice over the years, but yeah, do with it again, I suppose. So yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that. I'll just see how it works out in practice. Okay, thanks for watching.